lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbertine. Not Barbertine's heart. With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. We're gonna keep it short, sweet, light, and fluffy, and right to the point. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about these soaps, them soaps. GH recap, let's get into it. Child, TJ and Molly done broke up. They have. Molly done, moved out the house. She done moved back in with Alexis. She's mad at Rick and telling Rick, listen, you convinced me that it was an accident, but the way you went at her, the way you went at Christina, it reminds me of the way I tore her down and tormented her, and I don't think it's right. And also, with your help, it's helped me right out of my relationship with TJ. So I want to talk to you right now, and if you call me tomorrow, I'm not going to answer. And he's like, I'll call anyway and all that stuff. And it's just like, Rick, Alexis was right. You were going to do whatever you could to win your case, but you didn't realize you was about to alienate your daughter and basically almost ruin what her life was, or the semblance of the type of life she had with TJ. And Rick and Ava are celebrating down to the bar because obviously he got Molly to believe him, and Alexis gave them ample opportunity to cause a mistrial with her getting upset and being put out the courtroom and all that stuff. And they're just flirting, and it's just like, y'all are going to enable each other. I don't see Rick and Ava lasting any longer than they could possibly last, because Rick is going to take him being with Ava as another opportunity to use Avery as a way to get back at Sonny. Haha, look, I'm raising another one of your kids, like he did with Christina and Alexis. And the only difference is Alexis didn't pull out that Cassadine in her. She had a dog in her. And at that moment, Ava don't have a daughter he could sleep with when things get too hard. But this is going to be truly, utterly messy. Just messy as hell. Some messy stuff. But they flirting down to the bar. TJ then went down there, talked to Curtis and Jordan, and Curtis and Jordan talked about the stuff with Drew and the Quartermain and Michael and the Quartermain-ish, and Jordan gave some old stupid ass advice talking about, well, the only way for you to succeed is to play them both. And it's just like, no. That is not the way to succeed. Because Michael, true to his word, you do it, you get what you want. He's been true to his word when it comes to business with certain people. His main operative is Drew and Drew only. Curtis is just another person who could help him get back at Drew. But you's a dumb one. The only way for you to win is to play them both. And what exactly is that going to help? Because he's not going to be the CEO, and he's not going to get Aurora. He's going to be out of multiple jobs. You ain't no damn help. And TJ come over there, and he's talking to them and about everything that's going on. And he's like, oh, I never wanted Christina to be our surrogate. She's so reckless. She's so this. And it's just like, I don't know when you started to hate Christina, but you've hated her for a very long time. And let's be clear, let's not talk about reckless, Mr. Sleeping with Felix's sister, Mr. Getting drunk and doing all that stuff. If you want to talk about reckless, let's talk about reckless. You and your people ain't no different than Christina and Molly and they people. Y'all one in the same. Your mama's a 304 from way back in the day. And your daddy, I don't even know where Sean is. Because Tommy Sr. was not your father. You may be named after him, but he is not your father. But we're going to move on. They broke up. The gist of it is they broke up. Molly moved out. He now has the apartment. And everybody is just trying to console them and tell them, everything's going to be okay. Alexis is talking to Molly, and she was like, listen, I understand, and I just hope that whatever verdict is, everybody can accept it and move on. And I'm asking you to make peace with Christina. I'm not saying she's right. I'm not saying you have to forgive her. I'm not saying anything of the sort. Just make peace so we could start this journey of healing. And Molly was like, I understand. And a lot of people are like, oh, she's always chosen Christina over Molly. She's always chosen Christina over Molly. And it's just like, no. This is the classic thing that happens to single mothers. You have a child, Molly, who's really self-sufficient and can handle stuff on their own. And then you have a train wreck, Christina, that they feel like they have to give more to. and they feel like they give enough to both kids, but eventually when they grow up and be adults and you start having grown ass conversations, it's like, I didn't get what she got, so I'm a little upset. That's when you figure it out. But Alexis has been doing this on her own, been a single mother on her own. Rick is a deadbeat, ain't never been there for real like that, and only when it was convenient for him, or when he wasn't running from some problems that he himself created. And Sonny has been there, but it's just like, she married Sonny. He ain't married to Sonny. And Sonny tried to step up for Molly, stepped up for his own daughter, but also tried to step up for Molly as well. But Molly has pushed him away. But Alexis has been doing a single mother thing. And Alexis is just like, I'm not saying you have to make peace. And I hated that a lot of people are like, oh, Alexis was down with Christina stealing the baby. Alexis was down with Christina stealing the baby. First of all, it was Christina's baby, and they had no type of surrogate agreement whatsoever written up. So it was up to them to have her sign that away her maternal rights to her baby, because it was her egg as well. Her egg was used to create the baby. She had to sign over and terminate her parental rights at birth. That's what they wanted her to do. Up until this point, it was still her and TJ's baby, nothing more, nothing less. And Alexis told them, don't do this. It's not going to end well. She was one who was 100,000% against this surrogacy and the egg donation. Alexis was. But, Molly and TJ broke up. I could see Molly sleeping with Dex, and that being a big issue because they have a lot of chemistry together, and we're gonna see what happens with TJ. I don't know who he gonna hook up with, but he gonna hook up with somebody. Maybe bring Taylor back. Felix, bring your sister back. Do something like that. I don't know. Oh, Jordan's over there flirting with Isaiah, and it's just like, when are we gonna figure out who his people is? Because if Nora Gannon Buchanan is your mama, not mama, your grandma, I mess with you the long way, sir. I believe Nora Gannon Buchanan is your grandmother, and Matthew Buchanan is your uncle. Oh my God, what if we get to see Matthew again? Oh, I would love it. I would so much enjoy it. But y'all would have to do it the right way, and don't be killing off no characters. It's nothing like that. Don't play with Agnes Nixon's characters like that. That's so rude. I remember what y'all did with the Cole and Hope. That's so rude. We went through so much with Star having Hope and the baby switch and all that stuff. We went through so much. Don't play with us. Don't play with us no more like that. Sunny talks to Natalia about her perjuring herself, and she was like, listen, I owed that to Christina and Allison for how badly I treated them. And, he's so thankful. And Christina talks to her about it, and she was like, listen, all of this was set in motion by what I did. Talking to Ava and Ava recording it and putting it out there. And honestly, that is truly what happened. She set this in motion. Well, honestly, it was set in motion when they had dinner and Ava saw it and Ava wasn't welcome and she felt away. And then when Ava put that recording out there and Sonny kicked her up out the house, that really amped it up. So it was a mess. It's truly a mess. But they made their peace and everything. Everybody's just hoping everybody could accept the verdict. That's it with them over there. And then we get into the Lulu being back, and now we gotta find Charlotte. Lulu's back, and now we gotta tell Lulu, yeah, Bobby's dead, Luke's dead, Ethan's somewhere out there in the world traveling in I. Talked about Tracy, talked about Grandma Leslie. Nicholas is in prison. Ace is your little baby nephew. Also, Spencer is MIA, missing in action. We don't know where he at. He was lost at sea. Oh, and Ace's mama is dead. Anything else? Jake is away at school. Cameron's away at school. And little baby Aiden is still here. Yep, that's about all you missed. Also, Dante and Sam were in a relationship and she was helping raise your children. And Sam has died. And no, you did not, her donating a piece of her liver to you did not kill her. Somebody did, and we trying to figure that out. So we trying to do this whole rundown. She's like, oh my God, okay, what we gonna do? Also, I can't wait to see my daughter. So go ahead, call Valentine, tell him bring Charlotte over here. Oh, well, listen, Valentine and Anna were dating at some point, but somehow, some way, we know Charlotte is safe, but Valentine has disappeared with her. And Lulu was putting on her gear. She was like, "Come on, let's go and find my kid." And Laura was like, "Girl, your incision, you'd have just had a liver transplant. We can't do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you to the hospital and we're gonna figure this out. That's what we're gonna do. That's all we can do at this moment. We're gonna take you to the hospital. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna make sure you okay." So we have that aspect of it. The possibility of Gio actually being Brooklyn and Dante's son is up there because the whole first grandchild thing, they really plan on it with the facial expressions. I believe it. I believe that Gio is Dante and Brooklyn's son. I do. Why? Because I do. It just makes so much sense as to the whole facial expressions when they're talking about, oh, the first grandchild, and the way that Brooklyn and Lois look when that, like, when it's said. So I believe it. Where else are we? Also, Danny and Rocco both feeling the same things. Danny doesn't want to rain on Rocco's parade and make it fit, like make Rocco feel like he's jealous and he don't want to be brothers with him and stuff like that because his mama is back. And Rocco doesn't want to really rub it in Danny and Scout's face that he is so happy that his mother is back but their mother is gone. And everybody just has to talk to the adults and the children and like, listen, grief and happiness can coexist at the same time, and y'all gonna figure it out. And you could be honest, and let's be clear on something. Danny, your mama being gone, because this is a conversation he has with Jason and Carly, your mother being gone is, it's going to be hurtful. It's going to that grief is going to whoop your ass for a very long time, but eventually you start to think about the good times and the happy moments that you shared together, and then the good outweighs the bad, and you're able to not move on, but you're just able to heal and grow and find a silver lining in it all. And Sonny had to talk to Dante, and he was like, listen, grief and happiness can coexist at the same time. Just be there for the kids and let them know that they can be there for each other and that they don't have to choose which, like, what to do and all these different things. So it's just like we are looking at a big old mess that's about to happen because Thanksgiving still has yet to happen for them. On top of that, now we trying to get Brennan to bring back Valentine, or at least bring back Charlotte, or tell them where Valentine is so they can go and get Charlotte to bring her back to Lulu. And Jason tries to talk to Brennan, but Brennan is like, I don't know anything. Anna has tried to talk to him. He don't know anything. Cyrus is locked up thanks to Anna, because, maybe Turner Woods wants to press some charges against him. On top of that, Laura's got a restraining order against him for the entire family for specifically stalking Lulu and lying and say he had, power of attorney to make all the medical decisions for her, which I was like, it's a good thing because your brother's crazy. That man's a psycho. He's a demon. Everybody went down there to Brennan to try to get him to tell them where Valentine is so they could go get Charlotte. Hell, even Carly did it. But that was because Anna asked her to go plant a bug. And she feels a way about Anna playing with her because you didn't tell me that they swooped the office. So he's going to know that I put that in there, which is a mess. But by the time they all get back to Anna's, it's Spinelli, Anna, Jason, Carly. They listen to him call Valentine to tell him there's a way to get Charlotte back. Are you willing to take, the deal? Are you willing to, work it out? We're gonna work it out. What you trying to do? So we one step closer to letting that happen. And also Brooklyn knows that Lulu is back, but it's just like, boy, oh boy, it's gonna be a mess if we figure out that Gio is actually their son. But yeah, it's a little messy, and I'm sorry if this was all over the place, but I had to piece it together. Like the DVR was not great with recording General Hospital, so I'm piecing it together by watching the different clips of the different scenes and really not trying to go into super duper detail about it because I'm like, I don't want to go into detail and y'all be like, she don't know what she's talking about or she didn't watch it. And it was like, no, I watched it, but I just had to piece all of this together and it was so many pieces. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all had a good time over here. If you're looking for more soap content, it's over here on this channel. Also, check out my recent video about the gates and the updated cast on the premiere date. Be looking out for more content. Game night is on Sunday, 1:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Why Do Fools Fall in Love and Low Down Dirty Shame. That is the trivia we're playing. It's a double dose of trivia. Get into it. And also Married to Medicine on Mondays. And we got a few more things coming out on the channel. And with that being said, that was it. That was all I don't have more to give y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, share me with your people. Hit those links in the description box down below. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.